everybody, old guy here, and today's book is Tim Mason's The Darwin Affair. A group of aristocrats become so incensed over the possible inclusion of Charles Darwin on the list of persons to be knighted that they are willing to bring the entire monarchy down. Why? Well, if Darwin gets that kind of attention, then the peasants might get it in their pointy little heads that they are equal to the aristocrats. Equal! Because we're all descended from the monkeys. Even the aristocrats. Okay, if this seems a bit of an overreaction, it is. We peasants knew long before Darwin showed up that we are the equal of, in many cases superior to, members of the aristocracy. Heck, we colonists tossed yon English Kniggets right out on their ears because of it. Various rebellions in Mother England's long history might well have clued them in that the peasants never bought that whole inferior, superior nonsense. Note, English betters, how many times you had to slaughter and behead your own peasantry to keep them in their inferior place. So some other aristocrat declaring we're all descended from the same monkey isn't as big a threat to your privilege as it is to other positions of privilege. Say the Church of England's stranglehold on the creation story. Yet, Prince Albert must die because the peasants might get uppity. I suppose the conspirators in this story fear a scientific basis for the aforementioned peasants' uppityness, but, good sir, know that we did not need some treatise to know what is patently obvious. You don't need a weatherman to tell you which way the wind blows. But it is Victorian England, and those folks did have a tendency to the melodramatic. I mean, just take a look at the Crimea and the Raj. So I suppose a group of self-regarding what-wots would become incensed enough to do in Prince Albert because he liked Darwin. And they certainly make the attempt. And make the attempt. Again and again. Each of these efforts ultimately spoiled by the intrepid Detective Fields, member of the Peelers and investigator extraordinaire, until it's not. Spoiled, I mean. What? What am I saying? That Prince Albert is ultimately assassinated? Maybe. You have to read this to find out, but the main assassin, a true horror show named The Chorister, is no one-trick pony and is willing to use any device possible to fulfill his commission. A psychopath, a Svengali who kidnaps a regular entourage of lowlifes and defectives to assist him in his many, many efforts to do the prince in. He even has a go at some of Field's comrades and at Field himself. Field is outmatched and outclassed, and he knows it, but doesn't stop, even when he is cashiered for offending the delicacies of the Peeler bureaucracy. All kinds of Victorian personalities show up in this, from Charles Dickens to Karl Marx, the future Kaiser Wilhelm, and various Oxford dons. It's a veritable who's who and a whodunit, and there's plenty of action, some of it rather unbelievable and well over the top, like the premise itself. So, did I like this book? Meh. kept my interest, and I became genuinely invested in a character named Tom Ginty, a kidnapped butcher's apprentice forced to assist the chorister. But this book isn't a reread, unless there isn't anything else to read.